In this anniversary episode, Awards of 2023.
Hello, Merry Christmas from Crushed Custard. We've been here a year. We've been here a whole year. Time has flown, hasn't it? It's not been the greatest year ever, but we got through it and we're here again. And it's Christmas Eve. So what are we going to do today? Well, today it's Awards Day. It's 1 year Awards Day. We've been in here a year, so we're going to do the 2023 awards, which will be awards with a slight difference in the fact that, the first one obviously will be Album of the Year. Now, I'm not going to go into any detail with any of these. I'm just going to tell you what they are. This is just like the results service, if you like. It's like if you're you used to watch the football results on BBC years ago. They'd have the results coordinator and the bloke that read them out, and then they'd have the reports later. The reports are coming later. Some of these albums will do them later in the year, but these awards are a little bit woolly, and not necessarily the awards you'd expect to see, but they're the awards that I'm giving out. There isn't any award really, but you know what I mean. So, Album of the Year. Everybody does an Album of the Year, don't they? I think most people that know me will know what my Album of the Year is, and it quite obviously is this. There you go. The first Paul Rodgers solo album with original new material on for a very long time, and it's brilliant. It really is good, and there will be an in-depth review of this in the new year. Album of the Year this year, Paul Rodgers, Midnight Rose. Track it down. It's fantastic. Now, the second award, if you like, I suppose award isn't really the right word. It's a thing of significance, if you like. So the second one is Find of the Year. Now, the Find of the Year for me is this. You can see that. And I'm sure a huge amount of you will not have a clue what it is. Here's the back, and the main person is hidden by the obi strip. Now, this is a band called Nobody's Business. Now, the main protagonist in this band, the singer in the band, is a chap called Bobby Harrison, who was a singer in Snafu, and who was a singer in Freedom, and was the drummer in Procol Harum when they did White Shade of Pale. When Snafu broke up, this is the band he put together. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but either just before this or just after this, they were actually called Niagara, and they did a Friday Rock Show session on the Tommy Vance Friday Rock Show, which I taped and I thought was great. And then I had a girlfriend at the time who taped over it, and so I lost it forever. This, Nobody's Business, Nobody's Perfect then, is an album I've been looking for years, and I found one. It wasn't a lot of money, because I don't think anybody knew what it was. And it probably isn't anything significant, because fans of Bobby Harrison, Snafu, and all that are probably thin on the ground. But to me, this is great. And it's got the old obi strip, and it's great. Brilliant. This was the Find of the Year for me. Nobody's Business. Right, Bargain of the Year next. Now, I need an assistant for this, because this is heavy. There you go. This is Bargain of the Year. Now, if I tell you this cost me less than the Paul Rodgers album cost, so some new vinyl coming out on HMB and places like that, they're charging 35 quid for them. This was that sort of price. It's this. It's the Jimi Hendrix Experience. And 8 LP box set. I mean, just look how thick that is. It's absolutely fantastic. Again, this is something that I'm going to be doing a big in-depth thing on. The original version of it had a velvet box. This is the second sort of issue, which hasn't got the velvet box, but it's still got the nice effect on the cover. I don't know what you call it, but it's some sort of thing where it sort of like shines and stuff. 8 LPs of stuff in here. There's some different takes of things. There's some live stuff. For a Jimi Hendrix fan, this is must-have stuff. I'm not going to go into any great depth now because I'm going to do a special on it in the new year. But you can see, maybe some of the track listings on the back there. And when you take it out, of the box, it takes a bit of getting out of the box as well. You've got this great booklet, which has got all sorts of stuff in it. It's got information about all of the songs that are on it. Brilliant. And all of the albums all got their own covers and everything, with different pictures on and things on the back. Absolutely brilliant. So we'll do a big thing on this in the new year as well. This has definitely been bargain of 2023, an 8 LP Jimi Hendrix box. Purple Find of the Year is the next award. Now, those of you that have been with me from the start will remember that I did an acquisitions video a long time ago. This channel's only been going a year, so it was probably around February time. I can't remember now. But what I can remember, because I looked earlier, is that I got the same shirt on that day as I got on today, which is a bit weird. And anyway, I got an album, and I said, I've got this copy of this album. There's a special copy of it that I want that I'll never get, because it's so scarce I'll never find one. Do you know what? I only went and found one. And again, found it for very, very small amount of money compared to what it should be. And it's this Deep Purple Live in Verona. Now, this was re-released last year. And people might go, yeah, so what's special about this? Well, this is just great. I mean, it folds out into a full 3 thing and a cutout as well. Yeah, a bit like the old Physical Graffiti album, if you remember that. But then, when you open the record up, what you find is this. That the discs, and this is what makes them special, there's a green one. There's a red one. And you know what's coming next? There's a white one. So red, white and green. Live at Verona, colour of the Italy flag. Absolutely fantastic. It's limited to 500 copies in the world. And this one is number 419. And if you go back and look at the video from earlier in the year, you will see that I bought the black vinyl version when it was re-released because I never thought I'd get hold of one of these. And somebody put one up on eBay and I saw the picture of the back and I thought it's got the numbers on it. Made no mention that there was coloured vinyl involved. And I took a punt and I thought, oh, okay. Because there's loads of other people putting it up brand new, 39 quid, 40 quid, whatever. This was put up as used, whatever, so yeah. Purple Find of the Year, Live in Verona, limited edition, 500 copies, red, white and green. Fantastic. Okay, the next award is Surprising U-Turn of the Year award. Now the Surprising U-Turn of the Year award is down to this. It's a CD box set of all the Pink Floyd albums up for the Division Bell. Now, I've never been a hater of Pink Floyd, but I've also never been an uber fan of Pink Floyd either. I like them. I like bits. I don't like other bits. My main gripe with them was always they're just too perfect. They're too technical. Everything's got to. I can imagine they'd take like 75 takes to get one note right, and that just put me off a little bit because I like the spontaneity and the jamming and stuff that Free and Deep Purple and them sort of bands used to put. So I was a little bit turned off from Pink Floyd because they were too perfect, if you like, for me. And also, a lot of the music that I listen to, I'm drawn to by the singers, and I didn't really feel that they had that good a vocalist. The vocals were always a little bit lacking for me. But I did like Wish You Were Here. Wish You Were Here was an album I did like playing. The others, I could take them or leave them. I've got a love-hate relationship with Metal because Metal was the first Pink Floyd album I heard in school. I liked it, but then I realised that the football champion stuff was Liverpool supporters, and so that put me off it. Anyway, that's beside the point. We're not going into details today because I'm going to do a big thing on this. This box set came along, and I thought, well, you know what? Let's give it a go. And this came along again, no money whatsoever, really. And I have to be honest, I'd not listened to the Division Bell all the way through until a week or so ago, and it totally blew me away. So this has been my big U-turn of the year. The fact that now I think I can appreciate Pink Floyd more than I could before. So they're getting the whatever the award's going to be called, I don't know what I call it, U-turn of the year or whatever. But anyway, this has been the biggest surprise of the year, if you like, for me, in the fact that this time last year, I didn't think I'd be standing here saying that I've spent the last 2 Friday nights going through this box set, and I've had an absolute wonderful time. The final cut is awful, it's rubbish, it's absolute nonsense. That might upset some people, that might be my first negative comment. But we'll talk about it in more detail in the new year. But yeah, U-turn of the year, Pink Floyd. Thanks to Tony again in the pub, because he was him that sort of encouraged me to delve deeper. So there you go. So finally, before we go then, it's Christmas Eve. Still, just by the time you see this, it'll be Christmas Day, I would think, because I've still got to upload it and all that sort of nonsense. Just want to say to everybody that's been around this year, the first year of Custard, hopefully the first of many. Thank you very much for the subscribers, for the likes, for the comments, for the views, and for the people who've joined the Facebook page, and the people who've come up with ideas and all that sort of stuff. It's been absolutely brilliant. Got to give a big shout out to Stephen McGraw, the man in the attic. He's made a big difference, I think, having that little break in the middle where it's somebody different to me. I'm sure that's probably kept a few people from pressing the stop button. And hopefully Steve will be back in the new year to contribute tons more stuff from his attic, because he's got far more music than me, and he's got far more knowledge than me as well. So yeah, hopefully Steve will be back. So cheers, mate. Thank you very much for all your help throughout the year. I've also got to give a shout out to, like I said already, all the people that have watched and everything, but a particular shout out to Tony, Harvey and Andrew from the local pub, because they're always giving me old G up. Oh, what are you talking about this week? What are we going to do next? And all that. So that's been great as well. And then a channel I've got to mention as well, the Foul Quince. Right from the very first video I put up, he was in contact with me, telling me how good it was and stuff, and how he liked sort of things that we were doing. So thanks for that, because that was nice, because you never know when you're joining with these things whether people are going to automatically hate you because they think you're stealing their viewers or stepping on their patch or whatever. So that was great. And that's good. So go and have a look at his channel. His channel's brilliant. It really is funny and it's good. He's got some great stuff on there as well. So that's good. And then another couple of other channels I just want to mention very, very briefly. Now Spinning, Phil Aston. I watched, after I first put one up, I don't know the way it works, but you put your own videos up, and then what I do is, I don't know whether this is egotistical or whatever, but I watch them back on the TV to see how they come across and see if the lighting's okay or if the sound is all right. And so we had a lot of sound issues at the beginning, we sorted them out. And then it throws up things that you might want to watch afterwards. And it threw up this Now Spinning magazine with Phil Aston. And I started watching this, and I just watched it, and I thought, oh, well, man, if there's been anybody here that have thought I was having some sort of fit or something, because my mouth was been going more and more open and all sorts of stuff. Because I thought, this bloke is me. He's like an alter ego of me. He's like my older brother that I didn't have. Because he's a Deep Purple fan, he's a Free fan, and he got all the same opinions and all the same thing, and it's great. And he seems like a really nice bloke. I've never met him, but he seems like a really nice bloke. So I'm sure he doesn't need me to plug his channel because he's got 85 million subscribers already. But yeah, go and watch it. It's great. He's big into his purple and free, and he's also into loads of other stuff as well. Yeah, have a look at him. He's good. Just two more briefly. The Suffolk Record Collector. He's another one. I just love watching his videos. He came up the other week holding a copy of Shades of Deep Purple, and I thought, I wonder what he's going to say about that. And he's just a no-frills bloke sitting on the sofa talking about his records, and that's brilliant. That's exactly what you want. So look him up. And then the final one is going to be the Vinyl Orchard, because again, in a similar way to the Phil Aston thing, I saw him and he was like saying things about, oh yeah, I got Rainbow Rising when I was at school. I worked out he must be about a year or so older than me, and he's not doing everything I did a year before. That's where that's slightly different. So they're channels that I've enjoyed myself this year, so I'm going to give them a shout out as well. So they're the 4 channels that we're getting the Other Channels I Like award. And I think that's probably the award done. It's probably enough of me for now. You're all going to be Christmas dinner and whatever. But what I am going to tell you is I've promised something a little bit different for the anniversary thing. And so what we're going to do now, we are going to do, drum roll, anyway, what we're going to do now is the 12 days of custard. Not the 12 days of Christmas, but the 12 days of custard, which is basically going to be me popping up every day for the next 12 days, showing you one album, briefly. I promise I'll keep it down to 5, 10, 15 minutes, that is important to me, that I can't live without. Some other stuff. But that's the plan. See if we can do it. A bit of a challenge while I'm here at Custard Central over Christmas. Give me something to do tomorrow, or you're tucking into your turkey and all that sort of stuff. I'm going to be figuring out what's going into the 12 days of custard. We'll see you again very soon, hopefully tomorrow. Merry Christmas, folks.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Please like and subscribe as it helps the channel to grow. Merry Christmas.